good yourself. Yes, always talking down on other people. You ain't no better than nobody. We all equal. I can't judge nobody. Oh no, 'cause I'm only human too. Oh yeah, that's why I mind my own damn business. Honey, you should mind your business too. Oh yes, yeah. I can't judge nobody. I can't judge nobody. 'Cause I'm only human too. That's why I mind my own damn business. Honey, you should mind your business too. Oh yeah. 'Cause if they talk about you, they'll talk about me. Oh, maybe not to my face, y'all, but probably soon as I leave. Yeah, what's in your heart? One day it gotta come out. But I bet not hear my name come out your mouth. Yeah, Lord knows I'm humble, but I'm far from stupid. I was raised in the ghetto, don't make me prove it. Yeah, better let the song, let this be your lesson. To mind your business and count your blessing. Yes, 'cause I ain't tryna judge nobody. I just wanna party. I ain't tryna judge nobody. I just wanna party. I ain't tryna judge nobody. I just wanna party. I ain't tryna judge nobody. I just wanna party. I ain't tryna judge nobody. I just wanna party. I ain't tryna judge nobody. I just wanna party. I ain't tryna judge nobody. I just wanna party. I ain't tryna judge
Salute, salute, salute. Mic check, mic check.
Mic check. Sounds good to me.
Got a frog in my throat. What's up? What's up? What's up?
Ribbit, ribbit.
Come on in. Come on in. Come on in, y'all. Let's smash that like button. Share the live. Share this live. Share this live.
What's up, people? How y'all doing today? This evening, I should say. How was y'all day? Y'all have a good day? You're about to get into something that might mess up your day a little bit, but it's something that needs to be talked about. Because the sleeper cells that are out here, they're waking up and they're crazier than ever. They doing the weirdest, craziest stuff, especially the children.
Mhm.
And if you know where we come from and how we roll, we don't like those that mess with them babies.
Facts. Salute Jay. Salute Jay. Salute Nika. Flies. Smash that like button, y'all. As y'all come in, we about to get into it.
We got Passion B in
Passion,
the building. We
passion.
got Michelle in the building. Salute, y'all.
Salute, 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 y'all. Come on in, take a seat, grab you some popcorn. We're gonna dig in.
And we
You
like
know,
to have the comments. We want to hear it from y'all. We want to hear what y'all got to say about this, how y'all feel about this, because we don't tell you how we feel, but we want to know how y'all feel.
hmm yes, it's a lot. It's a lot going on over here in San Antonio, and I'm quite sure in a lot of other states too. But over here in the heartland where we at, honey, you said sleeper cells. Is it sleeper cells or what? For real, for real,
What's up,
for
Ty?
real, for
Salute.
real. Salute, Ty. What's up? What's up? What's up? Smash that like button. Share the live. Share the live. We're gonna dig into a little something that's going on over here the last 48 hours in San Antonio.
Texas off the chain, y'all.
Let's get in it.
This next story is pretty difficult to hear. We're talking about two parents who are facing horrific allegations. Yeah, they're accused of using handcuffs on their own children. And after doing some more digging, we found that the story does not end there. Our Erica Hernandez looked through their arrest affidavit and also spoke with an expert about the long-term effects of child abuse.
Behind me is the home where investigators say two little girls were alleged to be handcuffed to their beds by their own parents as a form of punishment. David Gonzalez and Anita Valdez were arrested last week. Jail records show both are charged with injury to a child and unlawful restraint. The two are accused of handcuffing their young daughters, just 6 and 7 years old, and leaving them bound for hours. Another child in the home also told police they were also handcuffed to the bed and forced to eat hot peppers from a bush outside, given one meal a day, and beaten with a belt so hard she couldn't walk. The affidavit also states that once investigators went into the home, they found multiple sets of handcuffs, including some still attached to the children's beds.
I'm so glad when all is said and done that this was caught, because if they're at this stage, it tells me they've been doing this and more for a while, and it was going to get worse.
Yolanda Valenzuela has been a child abuse expert in Bexar County for more than 20 years. She says that moving forward, these children involved in this case will need a lot of help.
So much that goes into the child abuse cases emotionally and psychologically that they have to go to therapy, and the sibling has to go to therapy as well with her. And I just pray that they find a nice, safe home.
Neighbors nearby who didn't want to go on camera tell us they've seen the little girls playing outside, but never suspected any abuse. Both Gonzalez and Valdez are now facing several different felony charges, but they have both bonded out of the Bexar County jail. In North Bexar County, Erica Hernandez, KSAT 12 News.
So now here's
Make that make sense. Make it make sense.
You can't make it make sense. Why? I mean, let me just break this down real quick. First of all, I don't care what rock you've been hiding under. I don't care what pile of sand you've had your head in. We have all heard of cases of neglect and abuse with children, and certain things like this where they're handcuffed or they're beaten to the point where they can't walk, or they're going to school with bruises on them. Why would they continue this? What makes them think they're exempt from getting caught from this, or that their children aren't going to speak up and say, hey, this is happening to me? Because that's exactly what happened. Those kids spoke up and said, this is what's happening to me. They called 911 and said, Could you imagine 1 meal a day and the punishment eating a hot pepper off a tree outside?
Because they're bad, you're going to make them eat a hot pepper.
No, there's a difference between bad and naughty. Now, when you're naughty, you're naughty. You're just naughty kids. But bad kids are bad kids. And the reason why they're bad kids is because there's bad parents. Naughty kids are just kind of their personality, little sneaky little things. You know what I'm saying? Little cute little sneaky things. Those are naughty kids. At 6 and 7 years old, how bad could they really be? What just happened to them can make them bad. Bad adolescents, bad teenagers, bad adults, because they had bad parents. Let's talk about it.
A man and woman are out of jail after being accused of handcuffing children to their beds and neglecting them.
Those kids are just 6 and 7 years old. KENS 5's Rania Kaur joins us live this morning. Rania, the handcuffs are just part of the problem the law enforcement found.
Good morning, Barry and Sarah. Not only are David Gonzalez and Anita Valdez accused of handcuffing their children, they're also accused of feeding them chili peppers when they're in trouble, only feeding them once a day, beating them with a belt, and putting oil on their cuts and bruises so they, quote, wouldn't get in trouble. Last Monday, one of the kids called 911, saying she had been handcuffed to the bed overnight until her sibling removed them the next morning. The investigators say they found the stepmother, Anita Valdez, owned a pair of Spirit Halloween handcuffs. When officials searched the home, they found 2 sets of handcuffs, one on one children's bed and the other attached to the other child's bed with the ratchet strap. The children told investigators they are handcuffed all the time, with one saying she was handcuffed last when she was caught eating in the bathroom because she was still hungry, and told investigators they are only allowed to eat once a day. Also, one child told investigators Gonzalez hits her with a belt, makes her eat chili pecans, and was given gummies that, quote, tasted nasty and made her sleepy. And her stepmother puts oil on her cuts and bruises that burn, so, quote, she won't get in trouble. Both Gonzalez and Valdez have been charged with injury to a child and unlawful restraint to a child under 17. Valdez has an additional unlawful restraint charge. At last check, both of them had bonded out of jail. We'll keep you updated. Reporting live, Rania Kaur, KENS 5.
They done bonded out.
How did they get a
So,
bond?
so I hope the kids are in someone else's care right now.
I'm sure of
No
it.
way those kids went back home to them.
Mm-mm. They're in probably CPS custody. But my thing is, why give them bond? Bond for what? Bond for what? There are people in there doing less that don't get no bond. You see what I'm saying? Like, why would you allow them their freedom to eat 3 meals a day, to not be cuffed to anything, to walk freely until they have to go to court? They didn't give their own children. I mean, okay, now the lady was a stepmom, but the father, those are your children. And where's the real mom? Where's the real mom at? Because and why doesn't the real mom have her kids? Why does dad and stepmom have the kids? What's up with that? But at the end of the day, they got bond. See, Bexar County is crazy because Bexar County is also the place where a little boy was left in a car to be unalived by the heat, and nothing was ever said about it because of who his mother is, or who his mother's related to, or what his mother's last name is.
Mm-hmm.
So it's swept under the rug here in Bexar County. But you hear everywhere else around Bexar County, people are going to jail for that stuff, but not this particular girl. Why is that? Why is that?
And you're right, Nika. 6 and 7, they still babies. Eat 1 meal a day? 1 meal a day?
And got punished because she was in the bathroom eating because she was hungry. That baby's hungry. It's a baby. It's a baby. What is wrong with you? And you're probably getting food stamps. If you do work, you're claiming the kids on your taxes. So you can't feed these children that are providing money and food for you? Because without them babies, you wouldn't have no tax returns, and you damn sure wouldn't have no food stamps.
Six and 7 years old. Still babies. Still babies. Salute everybody coming on in. Salute. Sis, thankful. Salute. Everybody coming on in, man, catch us. Come on in. Hit the like button. Man. These kids can't catch a break. What are they doing to our children?
Destroying them. They're turning them into monsters. They're turning them into the people we're talking about now. But there's nothing that can be done until something is done. Like we put it to the public. We do these podcasts and we blast it out. I mean, different channels. I mean, through Miss Parker, through Shank Rock, through Jaquetta, through everybody. You know what I'm saying? We get this misinformation out there, but it still goes on deaf ears. Why? What is it that has to be done so people understand? Stop hurting these babies.
I feel we need better guidelines for people get bond. I mean, for real.
They should have really strict, harsh punishments for this type of stuff, so they won't want to hurt their kids anymore. I mean, yes, kids can be unruly, and sometimes kids need to be disciplined. But when you're handcuffing them and punishing them with hot peppers and beating them so hard with a belt that they can't walk for days, and they have cut lacerations that you're putting oil on, you're giving them gummies.
You put oil on a wound, on an open wound.
Man, just give me 5 minutes with that. Listen. I mean,
and that just happened here in San Antonio. It just happened, and just as fast as it happened, they got bond already.
It's crazy work. It's crazy because they allow this stuff they allow these people to get away with this stuff, but then want to talk about it. Like right now, you seen that news broadcast, right? Now it's got everybody up in a tizzy, like, whoa, these people are out of bond and this and that. But the funny part about it is, I would like to get my hands on the mom. But see, if I do that, then I'm going to go to jail. But yet you're telling me these things so I can just sit back and do what? Can y'all hear me? Can y'all hear me? Hold on. All right. Hold on.
Mic check, mic check. Mic check, mic check.
I hear you. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. I think our internet went
Okay.
up for a hot second.
That's crazy work.
Lie. Never is a lie.
Yeah. And see, that's what they do when they don't want you to get your message out and express your feelings. Because honestly, what are we gonna do about this kind of stuff? Like I wanna wrap my fingers around that mom's neck and be like, how do you like it? Maybe they should get treated the way they treat the kids. I mean, there's got to be some type of punishment besides, okay, you're arrested. Okay, we're going to publicly embarrass you and do a news broadcast about you. And then we're going to set you free. And then we're not going to tell anybody else whatever happens from here on out. You see what I'm saying? Like the story with Naziah. Do you think Naziah would have as much traction as she did if it weren't for the people saying, we're going to talk about this. We're going to make sure people know her name. We're going to make sure.
Absolutely not. Absolutely not.
It took the people to make sure by you get on YouTube and you see Naziah. That's what got people noticing her. That's what got this case so much publicity. But when you just hear something on the news and you just let it go, you talk about it one day and it's gone. That's it. Next. It's like picking a number at the DMV. Next number of child that's abused by God knows who. That's crazy work. It makes me sick. I don't like it here. I don't like it here. I don't. I really don't.
Jay, I feel you. And they don't think people are going to care as much as they do. Right. That's what messed them up. Like with the case with Naziah, they didn't think that many people was going to be concerned and stirred up the way it did, and that's why it's all over the place.
I mean, I think we should have a national day. We should create a national day where we go down to our public buildings, to our Capitol buildings, and we go out there with signs and we talk about how we need to save these children. We always march about equal rights. We march about, different situations that we want changed. Immigration or police brutality. But when do we march for the kids? When do we put boots on the ground for the kids and get out there and sweat our asses off saying, leave these babies alone? And if they don't leave the babies alone, make them pay for messing with these kids. These kids have their whole lives ahead of them. Here, these adults that have lived their life, lived their childhood, are abusing these babies and taking their lives.
I just watched the podcast. He gave a 4-year-old STD. Prosecutor
Yeah, I
think
seen
maybe
that.
that's oh my goodness, it's crazy.
Tammy, I seen that. Yeah.
Half of the people in the majority don't really want, they just talk about it. Right, JJ. Right.
And that's the thing. We got to stop talking. We got to start doing.
Boots on the ground.
I mean, literally making signs and walking through neighborhoods and saying, stop with the kids, stop. People might look at you like you're crazy at first, but then they're going to realize, they're speaking some truth now. Maybe I should join that line of people that's out here protesting the abuse of children.
Boots on the ground. They're scared of that. They don't want you making no noise. They definitely don't want us making no noise. But enough is enough.
Enough is enough. I'm tired of it. I really am, because it's so aggravating, because when you think that you're there and people are actually listening, like I said, it's in one day and out the next. And it's the next child, next runner-up, next child, or next 2 children, or next 3 children, or a whole bunker full of children that are going through the same thing. In where? Alabama? A bunker full of kids. The same thing. But they're being SA'd as well. That's crazy work. And nothing is being done. It's not just in Texas. This is a national problem. It's all over the world, but right now here in the United States, it's a problem. It's in every single state. Let's do something about it. If not, sitting here talking about it ain't doing nothing. Likes, clicks, and views, big freaking deal. These babies are losing their lives. I just can't. It just.
The world's so ground, and they will make noise. Make you the problem. Yeah, you're the problem when you make noise. Yeah.
Then I'll be the problem. I'll be the problem until they see that I'm not the problem, and that's the problem. I'll be the problem then. Because maybe I was one of those little kids that felt the way those kids did. Maybe everybody that's out there being the problem were those little kids at one point in time when they were 6 or 7 years old. Enough is enough.
Enough is enough.
I tell you, there's a special place in hell for people like that. And if hell is on earth, then let's find that special place for them and let's get them there. Because it hurts my soul. It hurts my soul. I don't care what color them babies are. I don't care what color they are, what sex they are. I don't care. They're babies. They're babies. They're little kids. There's nothing like the laugh of a little kid. There's nothing like it. And I don't care, anybody that's listening and watching, you can agree with me. There's nothing like the laugh of a little kid. And there's nothing more heartbreaking than the cry of a little kid. Tell me I'm wrong.
You're not wrong. You're absolutely not wrong.
This stuff tears me up because it's day in and day out, and it hurts. It hurts. It's painful. It's painful to know that there's kids, maybe next door to me, down the street from me, going through the same thing. That's so sad. And we get up and just do our daily whatever, like it's no big deal. And here these kids are suffering, maybe only eating one meal, maybe being locked in a closet. It's crazy work, y'all. We gotta do something.
Enough is enough.
We can't go on pretending day by day that someone somewhere will soon make a change. We all a part of God's great big family, and the truth, you know, love is all we need. We are the children. We are the ones who make it brighter day. So let's start giving. There's a choice we're making. We're saving our own lives. It's true, we make a better day. Just you and me. Well, send them your heart. Someone cares, and their lives will be stronger and free, as God has shown us by turning stone to bread. And so we all must lend a helping hand. We are the world. We are the children. We are the ones to make a brighter day. So let's start giving. Oh, there's a choice we're making. We're saving our lives. It's true, we make a better day, just you and me.
You know, the crazy part about that song was made to help feed kids from Africa or other countries. But when you listen to that song and think about what's going on right here in America and saving these kids from what they're going through, they need to be fed too. They need to be clothed too. They need to be protected. And
They're
without us
all our
all,
babies.
and
They're
without us all
all our
getting together, we can't do nothing about it. We all got to band together to make that change. We have to.
Yes. You can't say it ain't your business. It ain't my business. I don't have kids, so it ain't your business. That's a lie.
Absolutely.
They're all of our business. No, we don't turn our head. We got to look at it for what it is.
And we all have to be held accountable. Like, you know, hearing about these kids, I feel bad myself. I feel guilt because I didn't do enough to prevent something like this, but I don't know where to start. I mean, I could be out there by myself holding a sign. They probably come and arrest me and put me in a straitjacket thinking I'm cuckoo. But at the end of the day, you know, there's power in numbers. People pay attention when there's more than just one person,
Yes.
more than just two people.
That's where our power lies. That's where our power lies. And they're keeping us divided so that we can't realize our power. Keeping us concentrating on dumb stuff, mess, garbage, stuff that ain't gonna amount to nothing. Keeping us separated.
And it will reveal who the ones are that are hurting these babies because they're going to be the ones that have a problem with it.
Yes.
They'll be the ones out there. Oh, you guys are da da da. Always something negative to say because they're the ones hurting their children, hurting somebody else's children. You know,
Right.
you send your child to daycare, and you got the teacher abusing your child at school. What?
Right.
But if you do anything about it, if you're proactive about it, and drag that person down the street, you're going to jail for assault. But they're not in jail for assault because they just assaulted your kid. They didn't go to jail and get bonded out. That's a child. It's a child.
See how that work? You see how that work?
The system is so corrupt and backwards. It is. It really is. It's so corrupt and backwards. We continue to vote these people in, from our senators to our mayors to our court justices to our district whatever. We continue to vote these dumbasses in office to continue to do what they do. I'll probably say that's why I don't vote. I don't. I don't want to be held responsible for the detriment. I don't. Nope. There's not one person that I feel in any legislative anything that's really for the people. They're for their own pocket. They get paid good money to do that and feed us lines of bullshit.
Right.
That's the agenda. Politicians and lawyers are what? The biggest liars. You hear that all the time. Politicians and lawyers. Duh. I can't. Nobody gives a damn about these kids. They only care about the kids when it comes to tax time. And if you can get off the system to get some food stamps, that's when they care about them kids. That's when they care. They're going to claim them. They're going to claim them then.
Oh,
even though,
yes. Of course.
Even though one's tied to a bed, one's locked in a closet, one's trapped in the basement, but you're going to claim them then, though. You're going to claim them then. Okay.
Absolutely.
Half these people that are getting government service are the same people that are hurting their kids. Why don't they have somebody that come in and do an inspection as part of the criteria for these benefits to make sure these kids are actually getting the food that they're providing for the household? Because if it wasn't for the kid, the household wouldn't have food. Not like that. Not guaranteed food every month. Us that work hard and don't have no kids, we're not guaranteed food every month. We got to figure out how we're going to do that. But when you got kids, oh, baby, they make sure you got a stocked refrigerator full of food. But half them kids aren't even eating that stocked refrigerator. That's disgusting. It's disgusting.
They used to do that years ago. Yeah.
They need to do that. They need to keep doing it. They need to do that. People say, oh, it's an invasion of privacy. It's not, though. It's not. If you're living off the government and you're living off the taxpayers' money to help provide things for your household, it's not an invasion of privacy. If that's how you feel, then don't get the food stamps. Don't get the public assistance. Don't do it. But if you're gonna get it, that's part of the criteria to make sure that these kids are okay. Now, if you're not hurting your kids, you shouldn't have a problem with it, right? That's how I feel.
That part. That part. Or how do you think you can justify only feeding your child 1 meal a day, or only not feeding or sending them to bed hungry as a way of punishment? How make that make sense?
What about that baby that had a half a cup of water and a corn dog locked in the closet?
They sneaking to try to eat because their stomachs start hurting.
Yeah. That baby that was locked in the closet in Austin, Texas, is permanently has brain disabilities now. Like it can't. It's the brain is atrophy. Like it's not like she can't develop her thinking skills. Like she's really like MR at this point from malnutrition. But let an adult go 2-3 days without eating. Huh?
Yeah, ain't happening. It is not happening. Mm-mm. Not at all.
Why have them if you don't want them?
Them the ones that have them plentifully. Have plenty of them. The ones that don't really need them, they have them left and right. Fertile fuck. If I say, excuse my language.
Tax write-offs and food stamps. That's all it is. I mean, and there's people like me that don't have kids. I would love to have a baby. I would love that baby until so much people be like, you're disgusting. You know what I mean? But it doesn't matter. Give me the child. I'll raise that kid. I'll work 60, 70 hours a week just to make sure that baby has. But I wouldn't abuse that child. That child would eat before I did, just like my animals. If my animals don't have food, I don't either. And that's an animal.
Right.
What's wrong with people for real? What are we really doing? What kind of world are we really living in? Day in and day out, we can work side by side with the same people that go home and beat the hell out their kids.
Mm-hmm.
Jeez, I can't. I don't like it here. I don't.
And see, that's how you know we are really in the Great Awakening, because it's so in your face now till you can't even turn away. You can't not see it. You can't not see it now. It's so in your face.
You know, I notice it at the grocery store. When I'm walking around doing my little shopping and I see a family with kids, you always see that one kid that's quiet, got black circles around its eyes like it hasn't slept. Not the clothes are kind of disheveled.
Dirty face.
Kind of a dirt. Is it dirt or is it bruises? Do you know what I mean? Like those kids. And you and you just look at that baby like, I wish I could help you. I wish I could take you. And they look at you like, help me. But you can't. You can't snatch that kid out that car and say, I'm taking this baby. You can't do that. You'll go to jail for kidnapping. Kidnapping a kid that they didn't want in the first place. Imagine that. It's sad. I don't even like going to stores anymore because I see it all the time. Can I prove it? No, because I didn't witness it, but I can see it in them kids. They're looking down, or they're afraid to say anything or touch anything. Or they're getting barked at like they are dogs. That kind of stuff. And all I do is look at the parents with the worst disgusted look like, you could catch it. You could catch it. You can catch it. Say something to me. Say something to me for looking at you the way I'm looking at you, because I promise you can catch it.
Facts.
It's horrible. It's just horrible. It's horrible. And I'm sure now that I put it out there, everybody, when you go to shop and look around, when you see them kids, especially like around Christmas time and, the first of the month, look at them kids. Look at some of them kids that are drugged to the store that ain't gonna eat half that food in that cart. Look in the cart and see how much food is in there for the kids.
Wait a minute, somebody in the back. Hold on. Hello? Who does JJ?
Yeah, it's JJ.
Okay.
What's up, JJ? Salute.
Salute. How y'all doing?
All right.
Disgusted.
Yeah, I know that's right. Yeah, that's one of the words. And I just wanted to chime in, and I was thinking kind of like maybe what part of the problem is, in my opinion, is like, you got these people in power, like in CPS, that don't even have kids, like that read a book and get a degree, and like in my opinion, like I get it. Yeah, a book can give you some information, but like. And how I think like how can these people be working for CPS and don't even have no kids, no experience, only the book knowledge to really tell us, right from wrong or how to be a parent, you know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
And I think that half of the problem is that, because you got these people working and got a degree because, and don't have kids and they don't really know. So they don't really give it, you know what I'm saying? And they pick and choose. They're like, okay, maybe it's because of race or maybe because they have a vendetta against LGBT community or anything, and they can go in there and make whatever choice they want because they have that power. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like just like with therapists, it's like, I kind of get like going to therapy. Like, how can this therapist really help me when if she hasn't, gone through like not even out of the 10 situations, one, because she read a book? No, I don't think so. You know what I'm saying?
See, the situation with CPS is this though, and if you do your research and dive deep, don't go on Google, go on like DuckDuckGo and research it. CPS is one of the leading agencies that are involved in trafficking.
Yeah, I believe it, man.
Children are not children; they're commodities. They're products. They're money. They're wayfair. You know what I mean? They're hot items. Like, what do you mean? Like, that's why they don't care. So the director of CPS, Miss Parker, actually went to the house where that little boy was unalived in the custody of CPS.
Oh yeah.
And he went to his house. He didn't care. He doesn't care because guess what? It's lining his pockets.
Right.
It's like his kids are probably growing out the house now. He ain't got to worry about it. His grandkids, I'm sure they're well taken care of if he has grandkids. But at the same time, we're talking about big money. Big money. Kids are worth big money. So at the end of the day, they don't care. They don't look at them as human. Just like there's back in the day, they look at black people as human. They don't. Right. You know what I'm saying?
And see,
so the compassion's not there.
Right. And just from my experience, I did, I live in Detroit, I live in Wayne County, and I had an experience, there's someone very, very close to me, she was a she was fostering, and she has 2 kids that are mixed, and then her brother's kids she had to foster, and they were white, and she got involved into an incident. Her boyfriend and her got into an incident. Long story short, CPS got involved. CPS came. CPS removed the 2 white children, but left the 2 other kids. But in my question is to y'all, if I'm crazy, how can they come to a household and only remove 2 kids? And not all of them, but they removed the white children, and they went, and now the white they went to into the system, and they separated the brother and the sister because there's a brother and a sister, and because they didn't want to keep the boy and they wanted only the girl. And it's just like, how come they didn't take all the kids if they were going to take any of the kids? But I swear on my soul, no lie, that like literally like this, that it happened, and I'm in my head like, what? Like if they took one, they should be taking all of them. And she even agrees with me, even though, she doesn't want to, but she even agrees. She's like, this was 4 years ago, so it's kind of like, wow, you know what I'm saying? It'd be crazy. It'd be real crazy, but you ain't lying. Like, I not only, the kid part, but like here in Detroit, they really do. They slang organs. They sell hearts. They sell.
Oh, yeah.
they
Yeah.
get down like that. I tell my kid all the time, I'm like, I tell my babies, I'm like, you're worth $150,000. They want to, go walk. I'm telling my daughter, I'm like, baby girl, you're, and then I look at my son, I'm like, you're probably about 100,000, my dog. You know what I'm saying? Like trying to get it into the head,
And
like
the blacker the berry, the sweeter the juice.
right.
The
This
blacker
shit
the
is
berry, the sweeter the juice. Now let's
yeah,
go.
this shit is real life, especially in Detroit. They about it. They slanging anything and everything. A toe, an eye, a freaking they're on it. It's money. It's like you said, money. Like again, it's sad. It's sad. And then I think,
So
and like
true.
you said, like this situation with Bond, I feel like if you hurt a child, sorry, oh, that's my son, my bad. If you hurt a child, I feel like there should be one strict no bond. You know what I'm saying? No, I don't care how extent. You know what I'm saying? Like, but handcuffing and not letting them eat and stuff like that. I don't get. In my opinion, if you had anything to do with a child, no bond. Okay, I don't care if you have a history. I don't care if you haven't gotten in trouble. Nothing. No bond. No bond. Again, and if you, and especially if you do like one time, domestic, maybe, then it's over with. This bond stuff is just crazy, like, and then they pick and choose, oh, well, like you heard, I've seen cases, they really just pick and choose. And it's like, how can they just pick and choose? That judge, how can it? I thought there were guidelines and stipulations in our
Right.
judicial system, but it's like, nah, they pick and choose. And if they wake up on the wrong side of the bed, hey, I feel bad for you. Like they said, if you really can stay up out the justice system, do it, because they ain't playing. They nasty.
It's crazy, but it's so true. It is so true. That is so true.
They don't care. They don't. It's all about money to them, and they're like vultures. Do you know what I mean? And like I said, the blacker the berry, the sweeter the juice. The reason why they didn't take the other kids is probably because they were mixed. You see what I'm
No,
saying? Like
absolutely.
if they were black kids, oh yeah, they'd been gone. They'd been gone. Facts. Gone. Bye bye. They took all the kids out the house. The Caucasian kids would have been traceable. The black kids, we don't know where they're at. We're not sure. I bet
They
you
got
don't.
shipped off in them cargo things.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Like
Yep.
them containers, like they be shipping them off. How many times on the news you see all them kids that get found in the container or the trunk or the freaking warehouse? This is crazy. It's an epidemic.
It is. You know what's crazy too is I see train tracks. Like, well, I worked a second shift, but I didn't get out of work till like I think it was like 1:30 in the morning. And on my way to work, you would see the trains bringing in like regular stuff, like it will say like textiles, like like steel and stuff like that on the trains. At night, it's the containers, and they're stacked like 3 high. And I'm like, I kept driving by to think, how many of those have babies in them? How many? I mean, because that's what they're bringing at night. Now, why couldn't they do that during the day? Because at night is when they're gonna move. Early, I mean, like 1:30, 2 o'clock in the morning. They're moving, and they're stacked like 3 high. What? But you don't see that during the day. Nope.
Right. And then you just seen just here in Detroit, it was they found it was $40 million corrupt, and they were doing it with the car. So if they're doing it with cars, you know they're doing it with shorties. You know what I'm saying? Like
Absolutely.
it's just, yeah, they most definitely are.
Salute, Kimberly. Yeah, they're absolutely. I mean, absolutely, and it's been going on. Back in 2020, back when the vid was going on, I seen this program, and it was this little girl, and they've scrubbed it. It would take forever for me to try to find it, but I'm sure it's somewhere. But it was this little girl, and she was talking about how she was going to a school, and her parents were separated. She didn't live with her mom, but she lived with her daddy, and she had like this little British accent. And she was talking about how in the school they would take the babies. And she's a little kid. She's probably like 6 maybe. And she had her little British accent. She's like, they would take the babies and they would cut the babies and then they would eat the babies.
Yes.
And Daddy said, it was crazy. I was just like, what are you saying? And she was so serious.
Right.
She was so serious. I was just like, oh my gosh.
It was so normalized to her. It was normalized to those kids to see that, to witness that.
She knew it was wrong, but she just said it like, You know what I'm saying? Like she wasn't freaked out by it, but she knew it was something that shouldn't happen because they're babies. You know what I mean? It was so weird. I'm like, what? Whoa, whoa, whoa. So that says, that it's happening everywhere, and I think
Yes, it is.
because the United States is the United States, it's tries to be more down low in black
Well, let me
market
ask you guys
rather than
this.
other countries. Other countries look at it as, well, it's your religion, or yeah, it's this, it's that, and it's not as down low as it is here in America. But
Do
see,
you
we
think
us as
do you think in
Americans,
other countries is as bad as it is in America?
oh, absolutely, it's
Oh,
horrible everywhere.
oh yeah. Okay.
Everywhere.
Absolutely.
We
Okay.
only just hear about here. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Right.
And we don't hear about everything here.
Right.
We don't hear
Shank
about
Rock,
everything
salute.
here.
Shank Rock's in the building, y'all.
Good,
What's
brother.
up, Shank?
Salute, Snake.
Salute, Shank Rock.
I also seen back in 2020, there was somebody that was talking about Buckingham Palace and how on a certain night, Easter, they would have all the kids dress up and they were literally hunted.
Allegedly, of course.
I mean,
Allegedly.
I,
Mm-hmm.
and it was more than one person saying this. So, if it's one
Allegedly.
person, if it's one person, it's like, eh. But when there's numerous people saying basically the same things, they're saying, I was one of those kids that were allegedly being chased. What do you say to that? You can't make that shit up.
It's got to be true. My grandma
You
always
can't
said, if
make
there's a
that
bunch of
shit
people
up.
saying it, it's got to be true. If there's
Ooh,
20 people
child.
saying it, it's
Yes.
got to be true.
No, I'm just
It
like,
is.
this is what's really going on in our world. Like this, it's craziness. Like here in America, we're like disgusted. But the thing is, it doesn't matter what country you go to, it's the same thing. It's still going on. You have celebrities like Oprah going out to other places and oh, I'm gonna make a school for you, pretty little black girls, and then you're being abused.
Right.
Allegedly.
Like you said, it's all about the ching ching chong, the money. And it's like, how much money do you mother effers need? It's like, holy crap. Like I'm just saying, to me, I you give me 100,000, I'm all right. But it's like they want every single dollar. It's like, what are you gonna do with every single freaking dollar? Like, why do you want all the money? Like, what are you going to possibly do with, like, you know what I'm saying?
Adrenochrome. Adrenochrome.
Mm-hmm.
And adrenochrome is the highest when it comes from melanated people.
Look it up, y'all. It's a real thing. It's
Is
a
that
real
like
thing. Look
a
it up. Search for
arachnophobia
yourself.
type thing or something like that? Like
Adrenochrome is adrenalized blood.
Adrenaline. Mm-hmm.
okay.
Adrenalized blood. So it's basically coming from a terrified child. So when you get scared and your hormones are up so much because you're terrified, it puts this chemical into your blood. That chemical is what they drink, they smoke, they snort. You can literally look it up online and buy it. No lie.
Do you think it's because of the power or
Salute,
the
Gina.
money?
Salute.
It's because it's the fountain of youth. Like a lot of these celebrities actually take this stuff. They say the drug is the high is better than heroin. That's what I've heard. That's what I've heard.
That's wild.
Yeah. And when they're off it, they act crazy. So the first time Trump was in office, that's what he was battling, that whole situation. If you notice, I seen many celebrities losing their mind during the vid when everybody had to shelter in place or whatever, and he was cracking down on the babies and all that stuff. These celebrities were going nuts, and you notice how they started to age. They started like, damn, you look old. Last week you looked really young, but today you look old as shit. That's why.
The fountain
That's
of
why.
youth was depleting.
Yep.
It's a real thing, people. It's a real thing.
Number one reason why they hated Trump. Number one reason why they hated that man, because he cut off their supply.
Or okay, like Trump just came out with anyone that gets caught with the drug fentanyl, you're doing 10 years automatically. How about anyone that does anything to a child? It's an automatic 10 years. You know what I'm saying?
10 years. Let's go.
Automatic.
Automatic.
Depending on the severity.
Especially if it's your blood. If you do,
absolutely, Kimberly.
Especially if it's your blood, it's automatic. But even no matter what, these teachers, because I have a 2-year-old right now, and at this point, he's not going to public school. He ain't going to daycare. Like I don't know how he's. You know what I'm saying? I don't trust on none of these people that give no F's. That there's cameras. They're sitting on babies. That they're preying on the ones that can't talk. You know what I'm saying? So it is really scary, and I just think hopefully we can come up with an idea, or we just got to do better, or more, just different guidelines.
My sister works from home to homeschool her kids. She once the vid happened and she took her kids out of school because of the fact that once your kid is in school, they're no longer in your custody. The school has custody of your child. They can do whatever they want with your child. Hence, okay, so there's a school shooting. You go there to get your kid. You can't get your kid until the school releases your kid, even though that's your kid.
Right.
Because they're in this the school has custody of your child. They can do whatever they want with your child, which means if they want to give them the jab, they will get the jab. Why? Because the school has custody of them. My sister said,
we
"No,
gotta
you won't."
trust them, and they're dropping the ball in every aspect, and we gotta
That's
trust
why she
them.
homeschooled.
And school is only to teach us how to obey, and get. They don't teach
Valerie.
us nothing. School is only for us to go learn how to obey and to society. They're not teaching us the truth. They're not teaching us nothing we really need. How to survive.
Nope. So that's what she's done. She has, since for the last 5-6 years, she has been home, working from home, and homeschooling her children. They get their socialization through dance, cheerleading, swimming, sports like that. But that's what she does, and she tutors kids. She does all that stuff. She actually has a book on Amazon about how to homeschool your child, because she doesn't believe in that. She's like, no, not my babies, absolutely not.
Yeah, I'm with her, and I definitely agree. Something's got to be done, and I appreciate you, ladies, letting me come up here. I'm gonna drop down and let y'all continue your thing, and I appreciate you guys again. Thank you.
JJ, if you want more information about that, hit me in the Discord or whatever, and I can give you information, my sister's information, and she can give you all kinds of criteria.
Because I am kind of new to all this. How do I do that in the Discord?
If you go up and request a friend, if you're gonna be in there a little later, I'll find you in there and I'll request you as a friend, and we can communicate that way.
All right, sounds good. Thanks, y'all.
Not a problem. Hey, okay.
Let's do another brief recap here. It's crazy over here in San Antonio right now.
A man and woman are out of jail after being accused of handcuffing children to their beds and neglecting them.
Those kids are just 6 and 7 years old. KENS 5's Rania Kaur joins us live this morning. Rania, the handcuffs are just part of the problem the law enforcement found.
Good morning, Barry and Sarah. Not only are David Gonzalez and Anita Valdez accused of handcuffing their children, they're also accused of feeding them chili peppers when they're in trouble, only feeding them once a day, beating them with a belt, and putting oil on their cuts and bruises so they, quote, wouldn't get in trouble. Last Monday, one of the kids called 911, saying she had been handcuffed to the bed overnight until her sibling removed them the next morning. The investigators say they found the stepmother, Anita Valdez, owned a pair of Spirit Halloween handcuffs. When officials searched the home, they found 2 sets of handcuffs, one on one children's bed and the other attached to the other child's bed with the ratchet strap. The children told investigators they are handcuffed all the time, with one saying she was handcuffed last when she was caught eating in the bathroom because she was still hungry, and told investigators they are only allowed to eat once a day. Also, one child told investigators Gonzalez hits her with a belt, makes her eat chili pecans, and was given gummies that, quote, tasted nasty and made her sleepy. And her stepmother puts oil on her cuts and bruises that burn, so, quote, she won't get in trouble. Both Gonzalez and Valdez have been charged with injury to a child and unlawful restraint to a child under 17. Valdez has an additional unlawful restraint charge. At last check, both of them had bonded out of jail. We'll keep you updated. Reporting live.
So quick to get a bond. So quick to get a bond. Like, that is just a simple thing. How do you handcuff your child to the bed? What kind of discipline is that? How not feeding your child, making them go to bed hungry, gonna make them do right? That's neglect. That is neglect. And just that quick. They was able to get a bond. Hmm. Who's
Which means it
allowing
couldn't
that?
have been very high. It couldn't have been. I mean, maybe they should give like $1 million bond. Let them sit for a while. You know what I'm saying? But it couldn't have been very high if both of them bonded out. You know what I'm
Both
saying?
of them.
Like that's crazy work. That's crazy.
Crazy word.
Mm. I just can't. It's heartbreaking. I just can't. I mean, I don't know how much more of this week you can put out there without actually doing something, becoming a movement, becoming boots on the ground for real. Dedicating one weekend of every month or every 6 months or whatever to a whole thing for these kids. Like, I mean, people volunteer to do all kinds of stuff. You know, let's all get to a park, certain parks or whatever in your area, and have something going on to where it's awareness for this stuff, and there's people willing to advocate. You know, I mean, it's a lot. It's a lot, and it's a lot of work, and it's got a lot of dedication. But if we all feel the way we say we feel, it's not going to be putting us out of our way. That's how I feel. I'm ready to do it, but I can't do it by myself.
And like I said, it's everybody business. It's everybody business because the children are our future, whether you birth a child or not. You can't turn away. You can't act like you don't see it because it's right in your face. They putting it right in our face. How can we look away?
Can't.
Those came in. Please make sure y'all smash that like button. Smash that like button. Give me
It's a lot.
word. That's right.
And it's everywhere. You know, I mean, lately Detroit's been getting a lot of the smoke. You know what I'm saying? But I see a lot of stuff. Detroit. I don't know what it is about Detroit and Ohio, but man, sheesh. I mean, I don't know why they get. I mean, I don't know why.
What? Say it again now. Think about what you just said.
I know. I know what I just said.
Yeah, YouTube the trip, so you gotta be careful.
Mm,
Yeah, ground zero. Hmm.
mm. It's crazy work. It's crazy work. I mean, you gotta do something. We gotta do something. We gotta make this right. Gotta make it right. Because if not us, who? You know?
That's right. And if not now, when?
Right.
Because the children are our future, and without them, there's not gonna be one.
No. No. We'll have a bunch of Jarvis Buttses running around and Jeffrey Dahmers and John Wayne Gacy's and Charles
Epstein.
Manson's and Jeffrey Epstein's and you name it. We'll have a whole lot of those running around, you know, and it's got to stop. It's got to stop because all those kids, all those people you named weren't born coming out of the womb to be monsters. They were groomed to be monsters. They were bred to be monsters. They were nurtured into monsterism.
Yeah, hurt people hurt people.
Yeah. Yeah. And there is a switch. I don't care what anybody says. There's definitely a tick in the switch in a person's brain that once you hit that crazy switch, it's activated. You know what I mean? It's activated, and there's nobody to blame but the person that harmed that child enough to flip that switch. And that's when I say they're broken. You've now broken that child. You broke them. You broke them. And some children that are broken can be fixed or patched up. You know, like a vase that falls and you glue it back together a little bit. It's still the vase, but you still see the cracks and the glue marks of where it's not perfect. But if it falls again, it's broken again. And most of the time, these kids that get broken and then fixed get broken again, and then they're not fixable. They're not fixable.
Mm-hmm.
That's when we start to call them trash. You know, trashy people because they do bad things.
Yep, they grow up like that. Mm-hmm.
It's horrible. It's sad. It's just it's a cycle of bullshit.
So cycle. It's definitely a cycle. Yep. We're gonna go ahead and wrap this thing up. Jarrell, you got any final remarks before we end this live? We'll definitely be back here soon.
We'll just, we'll get with everybody and talk about some things. I want to run some things past Miss Parker and see if we can really start doing some things, like really, putting boots on the ground and making ourselves known and saying, hey, we're bringing awareness to it, and letting people know, hey, we see what's going on. We see what's going on. We're going to make you see what's going on if you don't see what's going on. By the time we get done, you're going to see what's going on. You see what I'm saying? Like that's where we have to be headed at this point. That's where we have to be headed at this point, because if not, we're just going to keep talking about it and talking about it and talking about it, and nothing's going to be done. Nothing. Just child after child after child is going to just go through hell. And that's how I feel. I mean, we need to do something about it. For real. And that's, on that, I digress. Juju, thank you.
All right.
It was a great live. Good conversation. It was a horrible, 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 horrible situation, but it always brings out good conversation. Appreciate you.
Appreciate you.
I'm gonna shout out to the riders. Let's go.
Riders.
All right, salute, Juju.
Salute. Y'all, if y'all didn't smash that like button, please make sure y'all smash that like button on y'all way out. Thank y'all for coming to show some love. We're gonna start by bringing some more content over here. Not the fuckery, because there's a lot of fuckery going on in these sectors, but there's so much real stuff going on that we need to talk about. So much things that we could do as a collective. And we need to start thinking about it and talking about it and making it happen. Because it's too many of us not to. It's too many of us not to. The children are our future. We got to protect them in the way we possibly can, even if we didn't birth them. Even if we did not birth them, they're still our children. All of them. So yeah. We as a collective really got to get active, get our boots on the ground. Boots on the ground, people. I love you. Until next time. Salute.
I'm in the building. Yeah. I'm dancing my damn self. You ready?